What's up, Thenx athletes? It's Chris Heria. We're gonna be continuing on the How to Start Calisthenics series today, and I'm gonna be showing you exactly what to do and what to train to unlock your very first pullover. Now, the pullover is a bodyweight exercise that builds an enormous amount of muscle and strength in your upper body and core, primarily in your lats, rhomboids, your biceps, rear delts, your core, and your traps. But aside from it being an excellent hanging exercise to build strength and muscle in your upper body, the pullover gives you the ability to get above the bar without having to do a muscle up. And this can benefit you in many ways. For example, when wanting to do straight bar dips at the top of a pull-up bar and being able to train pull-ups and dips on the same bar. You'll also be able to work on negative muscle ups, which is a progression to the muscle up that builds an enormous amount of upper body strength and eventually develops your skill and strength to be able to do an actual muscle up. And the pullover is an exercise that you can use to incorporate in freestyle calisthenics, whether you're adding combos or different exercises together, or you're just trying to conserve your strength for the skill that you're trying to learn that may be done above the bar. For example, 360 muscle ups and muscle up jump on the bars, as well as others. And if you want to learn those two moves as well, check out my videos down below where I break them down step by step. Now, before we get into learning how to do the pullover, it's very important that you have a solid foundation so that you're not struggling and you're going through the learning process smoothly. So to have a solid foundation to begin learning the pullover, you want to be able to do at least 5 to 10 pull-ups with perfect form, at least 5 to 10 toaster bars with perfect form, and a hanging L-sit hold for at least 10 seconds. Now, if you're having trouble reaching these requirements or with any of these exercises at all, I broke down each one of these exercises into their own individual video on how to unlock them step by step. So check those out. Once you got those down, you're ready to begin, and all you're gonna need is to find a place to hang and to download the Thenx app in the App Store or Google Play Store. Open up to the YouTube workout section. You should be able to find this workout routine, smash the like button on this video, and you are ready to get started. First, we're gonna be getting into hanging scapular shrugs, emphasizing on our rear delts, our lats, and our traps. I'm gonna go for 8 reps, show you what it looks like, and then break it down for you. All right, so there we have the scapular shrugs, and I gave you 2 different variations. The first one is the basic scapular shrug. You're just retracting your scapulas back from a dead hang position, from the tip of your toes all the way to your grip. Squeezing your core, you're gonna raise your body up by retracting your scapulas back. Just keep in mind that you do not wanna be bending or pulling with your arms at all. You're raising your body with pure scapular retraction. You wanna have your arms actually locked out and your core tight with no movement to ensure that you're only using your scapulas. So this exercise will not only strengthen and improve your pullovers, it's the first thing that you're gonna wanna engage or activate when doing any type of hanging exercise where you want to eliminate swinging, use perfect form, and emphasize on the intended muscle groups that you are actually trying to build. Whether it be pull-ups, muscle-ups, or so much more. So definitely master this one before moving on. You want to be able to do at least 10 perfectly in a row. And you may have also noticed on the last 4 reps, I had an even stronger retraction on my scapulas, retracting them back and also depressing them down, allow me to raise even higher and use more of my lats and other muscles in the back, which are going to make the reps a lot stronger. So this progression is not that hard. Once you can master 10 perfect repetitions, you're ready to move on to the next progression, and that's going to be hanging bent arm leg raises, emphasizing on our core, our hip flexors, biceps, back, lats, traps, and rhomboids. I'm going to go for 8 repetitions, show you what it looks like, and then break it down for you. So as always, you're gonna start off in a dead hang position. Then you're gonna activate your scapulas with the scapular shrugs. And with your core tight, you're gonna pull up. And wherever you can comfortably hold, you're gonna squeeze as hard as you can with your hands. That's gonna eliminate as much swing as possible. And then you're gonna begin to raise your legs into an L-sit position, nice and controlled. And you really don't wanna have any momentum or swing when doing this exercise. Once you bring your legs up to a horizontal position, you're gonna go ahead and bring it back down to starting position while maintaining your top of the pull-up position, squeezing your arms, your grip, and your core. All right, so there we have the bent arm hanging leg raises. This is actually a very important movement path when it comes to learning the pullover, as we're going to be using this movement transitioning through the actual pullover. And this is where the requirement of being able to do an L-sit hold is really going to benefit you. So if you're having trouble with this exercise, definitely work on your L-sit holds and definitely make sure you have a solid pull-up as well. This is also an excellent exercise that you can incorporate into your ab day or your back day as well, as it also builds a great amount of strength, muscle, and control. So you want to be able to do at least 8 bent arm hanging leg raises consecutively with perfect form before moving on to the next progression, which is toes to bars, emphasizing on our abs, lower back, upper back, and rear delts. I'm gonna go for 8 reps, show you what it looks like, and then give you a brief breakdown. You're gonna start in a dead hang position, like always, with your ankles tight together, your core engaged, and a really strong grip. While from the dead hang position, you're gonna activate your scapulas while also leaning back a bit, like the advanced scapular shrugs. And then you're gonna begin to raise your legs from the tip of your toes, keeping your legs as straight as they can. Once your legs begin to reach or pass that horizontal line, you're gonna need more range of motion in your hips, so you can lean back a bit more, and that's gonna allow you to bring your toes all the way up to the bar. And of course, the more flexible your hamstrings are, the easier it's gonna be. All right, so there we have the toes to bars. Now you notice that I'm using absolutely no swing, no momentum at all. This is what you want to strive for when doing your toes to bars. And if you're doing them with a really, really tight grip, your core is tight, your feet are tight together, and you're controlling your movement, then there should be little to no momentum at all. And that's going to ensure that you're getting the most out of every rep and progressively building more strength. And if you're having trouble, you can always bend your legs to have your toes reach the bar. And the more you do it, the stronger you're going to get. Eventually, you're going to gain the strength to do it with your legs straight. Now I give a very thorough breakdown on exactly how to do this exercise and where to start as a complete beginner. Check out the video on how to toes to bar. That's a full video breakdown on exactly how to start and achieve this exercise from the very beginning, with a lot of tips and details as well. But there's a whole bunch of exercises and progressions in between to ensure that you'll unlock your perfect toes to bar. So check out the video on how to toes to bar, and you'll be mastering them in no time. And once you can do 8 perfect in a row, you're ready to move on to the next progression. And that's going to be upside down deadlift, emphasizing on our core, upper and lower back, rear delts, and our glutes. I'm going to go for 8 repetitions, show you what it looks like, then break it down. So starting off from the top of a toes to bar, you're gonna do a motion that's exactly like a deadlift. Keeping your feet tight together, you're gonna push with your lower back like a hip thrust. Squeeze your glutes in your core, retract your scapulas, and lean back. And allow your body to slide along the bar as you raise your body up, from your shins up to your quads. The further your body is away from the bar, more gravity is just gonna rip you down. And when you reach the top, you retract your scapulas and push those hips in, making sure that you're completely stacked. Your feet on top of your hips, and your hips are directly on top of the rest of your body. All right, so there we have the upside down deadlift, one of my favorite exercises for hanging on the bar. As you can see, this exercise stems directly off of the toes to bar, and you really don't want to be using any momentum with this exercise. As I mentioned before, if you're coming out slightly at an angle or slanted, your body's just going to want to rip back down every single time. And that's going to be very counterintuitive, especially when you're trying to do an actual pullover. And it's super important to master this exercise because the top of this movement is where you actually begin to do your pullover and execute the pull over the bar. So stay dedicated in practicing this movement. When you first get started, you may not be able to get your hips all the way up. I wasn't able to, but the more you do it, the stronger you're gonna get. Eventually, you'll be able to get your hips higher and higher. Work on deadlifts as well, that should help, as well as all the other previous progressions like the toes to bar, bent arm hanging leg raises, and scapular shrugs. You wanna make sure that you can do at least 5 to 10 consecutive repetitions with perfect form before moving on to the last progression. And that's gonna be the inverted row pull-up, primarily emphasizing on our rhomboids, as well as our lats, traps, biceps, and core. I'm gonna go for 5 repetitions, show you what it looks like, and then break down this last progression. All right, so there we have it, the inverted pull-up. Now you can do these inverted row pull-ups from a toes to bar position or an upside down deadlift position. From the toes to bar position, it's gonna be a bit easier. And of course, the more inverted you are from the upside down deadlift position, the more difficult it's gonna be. But nonetheless, you can start from a toes to bar position, develop some strength, and eventually you'll be able to do those repetitions from a more inverted position, like the upside down deadlift position. And this is the last key component to unlocking your pullover. This is gonna develop your strength to be able to pull from an inverted position all the way up to your belly button. Once you're able to pull up to your belly button and the weight of your legs hangs to the opposing side of the bar, your body weight is gonna make you turn right side up as long as you're holding onto the bar. Now, the first time I attempted this movement, I didn't pull high enough and I just got stuck halfway. So it's very important that you pull all the way up to your belly button, or at least that you're trying to, so that you have enough body weight on the other side of the bar to turn your body around right side up. And keep in mind, when you're doing your inverted pull-ups and when doing the pullover, you always want to keep your body tight and very close to the bar. That's going to ensure that you're going to successfully execute this exercise without constantly feeling like gravity is just ripping you back down. So I'm going to go for 5 reps of the pullover and going through all the progressions, show you what it looks like. Scapular shrugs, toes to bar, upside down pullover, inverted row pull-up, up to the belly button, come all the way around, do the dip, nice and controlled, right back down. Let's go for it. All right, so there we have it, the pullover. And if you followed every single step and took your time to master each progression, then you should have definitely unlocked your very first pullover. So congratulations, incorporating this exercise into your training is gonna take your skills, physique, and strength to the next level. And once you can do one, you wanna start increasing your repetitions, doing 1 every minute on the minute until you can do 2 every minute on the minute, as well as continuing to strengthen and train all the previous progressions. You could do them in a drop set as well, starting with the hardest progression, maxing that one out, and then working your way down to each progression. For those of you that unlock your pullover after watching this video, I'm so excited to see it. it, please tag us on Instagram or on YouTube. And if you learned something new and enjoyed the video, then please smash that like button. We really appreciate it, and it helps YouTube share our videos to more people out there. And to show my appreciation, if you comment down below within 30 minutes of any upload, you're always gonna have a chance to win some Thenx apparel. So make sure you hit the subscribe button right now with bell notifications on so that you never miss out on a video. We post every single Sunday, 8 p.m. USA Eastern Time. And if there's ever anything you specifically want to see on the channel, leave it down in the comment section below. We're always checking them, and the best suggestions are always going to be made into videos. And don't forget to get this routine on your phone. Schedule it any day, anytime, as well as getting full access to all our personal workout programs. Make sure you download the Thenx app in the App Store or Google Play Store. You're going to get full access to all our workout programs, technique guides teaching you the most advanced exercises, including the pullover, the muscle up, the full planche, handstand, human flag, and so much more, as well as daily workouts sent straight to your phone to ensure that you're constantly making gains, and access to our Thenx community with millions of Thenx athletes around the world getting in the best shape of their lives with the Thenx app today. So if you want to change your life and be a Thenx athlete as well, download the Thenx app in the App Store or Google Play Store. And this summer we also have brand new workout apparel coming to the shop, like the shorts I'm wearing right now. And check out our new collection of weight vests that have just been restocked, like the 3M weight vest, the iridescent weight vest, and so much more, all on chrisheria.com. For more of my content, make sure you're following my vlog channel. That's youtube.com/chrisheria. Make sure you're following my Instagram and TikTok. I'll always do some type of giveaways on all my platforms. So if you want a chance to be a part of it, make sure you're liking, commenting, and subscribed. And with that said, I will see you guys next Sunday, 8 p.m. USA Eastern Time. Mad love and peace out.